Hi and smiles, everyone. So today I have so many scraps right now that I'm going to do up some clusters. I need to get some of these scraps whittled down somewhat. And I'm going to show you today 3 different ways to do clusters that I'm going to give a shot. And the one I cannot recall, but I seen someone doing it. I think it might have been Treasure Books, a video, and she used some masking tape. And I'm going to do something similar, but a little bit different. And I thought it was quite interesting. And I had not seen it done, clusters done that way before, so I thought I'd share them with you. So, first of all, I'm going to just show you the basic way of doing clusters, where you just take your scraps and don't think about it too much, and you just put together. I like to do 3 or 4 layers on a cluster. So we'll do, and you can use like any scraps you want, you can use on them, and you can like lace or lace scraps or paper scraps, or even fabric. You could use whatever kind of scrap stuff you have, and just putting it together. And then of course any size you want. They can be small, they can be big. Let's see, would a piece of lace be nice on there? And then you put these together, and then a focal point is nice, right? And you can do this in a mass production kind of way, so that you can put your focal point on later when you decide to use it, or you can do it as you're doing them. That is, you know, totally up to what you would like to do. I think I like that. So I don't want to think about it too much. So basically I'm going to put these together. So I'm just going to glue these on like with my glue stick. I hope that the lace will work, because I'm going to sew mine later. I like to put a line of zigzag across, but you certainly do not have to do that at all. But then of course I would use Fabri-Tac for putting the lace on and really gluing these quite well. Like I would use like, oh, I'm going to find my book for putting some glue on these. But yeah, like this is going on to the lace, so I would use Fabri-Tac if I was not going to sew it later. So I tend to do my sewing before I put a focal point on them. So something like that. I think I'm going to move that over just a little bit. And then I would just sew across. And then, let's see. I'm going to, show you what I might put for like a focal point on here. So let's maybe a bird, or, so I would put a bird on as a focal point, and then maybe a little label, or a word, something like that. So I do like the rough edges, so I'm looking at this and I'm just going to rough up this edge a little. I do like doing the more ragged edge, but not always. It all depends, right? But this one, I think I will just make these edges a little more torn and roughed up a bit. And then if you so choose to, if you want, because I'm doing this in a rather quicker way today, that's what I want to do. But you could actually ink up your pieces before you put them together, right? So you have more of an inked look on there. But I'm not doing that today. I'm just wanting to get through some of these scraps, of course, and I wanted to show you the different ways. So that's the first way, basically. You just take your scraps and you layer them up, and in the end, you put whatever focal point you would like on, like butterflies or, oh, this dragonfly is kind of cool. That might go really well on there. So something like that. So I'm going to just leave that, not do the focal point until I sew it. And then with those, I do a bunch and then I just sew them in a continued line, and then I would cut the threads in between. Okay, the other way, which is quicker than this way, you already have the base, right? So take a piece of tea dyed, coffee dyed paper, and then I make my clusters right on there, and then I will be able to tear them apart afterwards, is how I want to do these. So I'm just going to start gluing because, like I said, I don't want to think about it. Oh my goodness, I just had a wreck back behind me. Something fell that I'm going to have to pick up, and I will do it later, not right now. Okay, so then what do I want? What do I want? I just take some scraps like that. We'll put that over here. And then I just start layering them on, whichever way. Oh, I think I'll make that a bottom piece. And again, I'm just putting a little bit of glue on because I'm going to sew them after I'm done. And maybe this piece over that one will look nice. So I'm going to do that. And maybe I should have moved this one just a little bit further over because I want room to tear my paper. So we'll put it like that over there. And then we'll use, maybe we'll use this on the bottom. Yeah, it's a little long. We'll put that one down here. Oh, I even like the back of that. Okay, so we'll put that one here. And you can make little ones too. And I think I'll just put that one down there, and then we'll layer up on it, is what we'll do. So anywhere from 3 to 5 layers, depending how it's looking, is what I do. And yeah, maybe I'll put that there. It's a nice one. Put that right there. Okay. And let's see what I got here. We want. Okay. think I want a little bit smaller pieces here. Here we go. Well, there's nothing saying I can't go that way, right? I want, ooh. Yeah, I think I'll put that on there. Oh, I like the back too, though. No, put it on this way. Sometimes you have papers that we do all, that you like both sides, and you gotta decide which side, because you've tea dyed it. Okay, we'll put that like that. That looks not too bad. So, except for it's a little long, so I'm going to just tear, make some more scraps. Just like that. I wonder if I should put some thing under that. No, I'm not going to put that on. I'm going to just do it this way. So you just keep going, adding, and this will make it quicker because you got your base on the bottom, right? So there's 4 right there, and I may choose to put some lace on there now, and that one would be done, wouldn't it? Yeah, and then of course, again, you would put a focal point on. From there. So I'm just going to put this on with the glue. I don't know how well the glue stick will actually stick it, but we'll see. If not, I'll just put a dab of Fabri-Tac on. Okay, so that one is done, except for the focal point. I'm just going to have a sip of coffee. So that's what I'm liking, except for I want to put some, maybe we'll put some, I'm just going to get some of these. I have so many of these scraps, of course, from trimming your papers. You end up getting quite a few scraps. Well, I like that there, so I'm going to just tear the sides a little. Now these little scraps I don't keep, because I do keep some thin scraps, but I will show you one day what I do with scraps such as these, but sometimes I keep them, sometimes I don't, depending. Okay, now we'll get that on there. Where did I put my open glue stick? There it is. There we go. Yeah, I like that. So again, shall I put a scrap of lace on there? Or, oh, kind of like that. No, actually I like, maybe I'll put some white lace on this one. Just because. Yeah, I'm going to put some white lace on this one. Okay. Here we go. And maybe down a little bit. About there. Press that a minute to keep it there. Okay, so the other thing is, of course, we always have scraps that are colored are scrap papers and different things. So you don't always have to keep them neutral. I was keeping these ones neutral, but I'm going to add a little bit of color on this one. Because I think that'll look really good down on this one. Yeah. Yep. So again, I'm just, I should make sure I'm in camera. I'm just doing the edges here, roughing them up. Yeah, I like that there. Like digitals or scrapbook paper. We always have scraps of those too, don't we? I think I'm going to leave that just the way it is. I'm not going to put lace on that one, I don't think. I like it just like that. Oh, excuse me. Got a bit of a frog in my throat. So this one, what do I want to do? I think maybe I'll use another piece of this because it's avocado dyed, so the red tinge to it, so that'll look good. Try and do this a tiny little bit because I like that black on there, so I don't want to take it all away. So just see if I can get just a tiny bit off. Yeah, there. I like that. Maybe go this way. Well, let's get that on. That the side a bit. Okay, now what do we want? Maybe a piece of music on that one. Should I do the white? Let's see. Creating more scraps. Yeah, I think I need a little smaller looking music on this one. I'm going to use this one instead. So there we go. Now this one, I'm going to do the edges right now because I think that would look good on there. Yeah, that's nicer. Okay. So we'll get that one glued on. I think I do want some lace on this one. Oh, these glue sticks are dead, so I just keep them so that when I'm running something that I can run over top of the glue stick to get, because there's always so much left in the bottom part. So I keep them, and that's what I use. I use them when I'm running something over the top of the glue stick to get it to glue. Okay, do I like that? Maybe I should use some of this green. No, not with the ooh, that's a nice scrap, but I don't want to use that either. What about some of this? I have a little bit of yellow. Excuse me, I need a drink of coffee. I do. No, I don't like that there either. I'm being too fussy. This is just supposed to be quick, isn't it? So we'll put that on there. This is not supposed to take a whole bunch of time, right? That's what the whole process is about. There. All right. Got that one done. So now I think I'll use some of this. Just use it on the bottom. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to use this. No, that one's a little bit. Get one more down here, I believe. How about we go like that, and then like that, and we'll put that one down here. Yep. Get that scrap all used up. And then I wonder if I should do a longer one here. And then I could cut it, rip it in. I know what I'm going to do. Let's do one like that. Right along like that. And we'll do one down there. Like such. Okay, so now what do we want? We want some color. How about some green on there? Well, let's just go for it. We're not supposed to be thinking too much. There. Maybe we'll still do some green across this one too. Get these roughed up. Yeah, I'm going to leave that one side straight for something a little bit different. That across there. Okay, these ones. Let's see about. No, we don't want that because it is. Let's get this other scrap here. I'm just going to tear this down this way because I am liking that, but I think I might put some color first along these. Let's see, maybe some blue. Yeah. Along it, and then we'll put, yeah, actually, why don't we just use these both on that one? Let's tear the one side. I guess I just like it. Get that on there. down in here, maybe. Let's see, let's see. Maybe we'll just put it right across over top of the other one like this. Yeah, I like that. Just like that. And then we'll get some music on there. I don't want to take all the lettering. I'm going to just rough this up, of course. And I want to keep some of the words showing, so let's go right there. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, and that one's done. We may want, except for a focal point. And let's put some music across here, maybe. Well, no, that we already got music. I mean words. Of course, the words is what I'm made. So let's see if I have a small enough one. Which side? I like this side better. I'm gonna just quickly ink this up a little bit, just because I'm thinking about it and I would like that on this piece. Seems like I might have two together here. Not sure. It's just a nice thick piece. Yep, it's just a thicker page than most of my pages. Okay, so let's put that. I don't want it too close to that, but I want to put it over there. Let's put it right there. Okay, and I think I want some words again on this one. Let's see what I got. See what I got. Exquisite. I'm going to just put that right on there. The definition says exquisite, I believe. All right, I'll put that right across there, and there we go. So, of course, we've got to add our focal points, and I may. Oh, I forgot. I got one more here that's got to be finished off. It does, it does. So I got this piece. I wonder. Yeah, I kind of like that right there. So we will take it off and off this end too. I think I want to put a little bit of ink on the edges of this one too. Okay, be nice right there, I think. Across like that, and then shall we try a piece of music maybe? Yeah, we're going to put that piece of music right about there. Okay, and I may put lace on that too, I'm not sure, but basically, so you get the idea. And then I am going to sew, so you could leave it like this and sew but I want to sew different directions. So I'm going to tear and show you what. Then you just tear them apart. Oop. I guess I better watch how I'm tearing. I should use my ruler. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? That would make it all so much easier, wouldn't it? Silly, silly me. Okay. So you tear them apart and you'll have your cluster. Oh. One's being stubborn, so I'm going to just use my fingers. I have enough room here. Again, I'm going to just rip the top because I like that look, but you certainly don't have to. And then I will clear that. Tear off the top of this one across the top, and then that will be all torn before I separate them into two ways. Oh, you. Oh, it's just, I don't know why, but this particular spot is being stubborn. It's pretty thin under there though, meaning I don't have a lot under the ruler. So let's try it, this one, and see how well it works. Yeah, that's better. I had a little more under the ruler, so that made a difference. And we'll just tear down here, and then we'll tear down the middle. And then we'll have my tears along the edges, like I like. There we go. And then we'll just tear each one, and then they'll be all torn. There. So there we go. This one I'm finding a little bit large on this side, so all you gotta do, I'm just tearing it off a little bit. There you go. So you got all these clusters, and you got them done that quickly from one piece of paper. Right? Oh, there. So you got those, and then of course, then you just need to get your focal point. Just grab, all my birds and butterflies fell on the floor behind me, but just so you get some idea. So then you can pick whatever you want, flowers, anything at all as your focal point. So that's the next way you can do them. And then what I'm going to do is sew these all, and I will do those off camera, and I just sew down the middle, catching it all, and then without cutting the thread or anything, I just feed in the next one and the next one and the next one, and that makes it really fast. So now I've got all these clusters that I can use on all kinds of projects. So the other way was a new way that this lady had done. So the lady from, I believe it was Treasure Books, but she had used a masking tape. And I have this double-sided tape. So I'm going to use it instead, because then I thought this is great. Then you can take off the other side and just tape it right to your page or your pocket or your tag, whatever you're putting it on. And so this way, I'm just going to take a strip of this. And then then you just use this as your base, and then everything just sticks right to it, which makes it pretty awesome. Excuse me, I had another sip of coffee. So I'm just going to start sticking some stuff on this one. Oh, well, I can tear the edge later, or this one, maybe I won't tear the edges on this one. So then you just stick it on, just like that. And you just go along with your pages. Which way do I want to put this on? I think I'll put it on this way. And then what I'm going to do is wherever I think I might need a little bit of glue, I will just flip it up and put glue on it. But what I'm going to do is, I think with this one, I'm going to sew it, and I'm going to make it so I sew them together. Oh, excuse my phone. I forgot to put it in airplane mode, not load. So anyway, then you just keep adding whatever any scraps you want to add. You just go ahead and add. So this is quite a fast way of doing it. I figure this is that's what it was a faster way to get your clusters all together. This one I don't particularly like. So I'm going to just tear it a little bit. Okay, I think I'll put that one right there. So in like this case, I am just going to quickly put a little bit of glue stick right here. This is going on to that. There we go. So this is I find this one is certainly a quicker way to do them than the other method, but it all depends, well, first how you like to do it and what effect you want. All those things come into play, right? But if you want to eat up some scraps pretty quickly, this does it for you. Okay, kind of like that one, but not there. Maybe over here. Yeah, let's just put it here. Again, I don't want to think too much, the objective is not to. I like that there. This one's kind of a nice piece too, but then that'll cover all that up. Let's see if we got a thinner one. Yeah, let's go with this one. So I'm just gonna take off, whoop. Okay. I thought I had some really tiny, yep, I do, colored ones that I should use up. Well, I have one here. That could work right there. So, just gonna put a little glue till I get it sewn. Excuse my phone again, everyone. I forgot to put it in airplane mode. Hopefully I don't get interrupted anymore. All right. Oh, I like that there. So let's just get that on there. And then I can just, I want to tear the side anyway, so I can just tear that off. And there we go. We got the basics on there. And we'll just tear this off too, because I don't want it to go that far over. But you can certainly, like, the tape is tearing underneath it too. So it's not that you can't tear through the tape, of course. But that's it, guys. This one is very quick. You got it all covered. And depending on your project, you can leave it if you want for a particular project that you may be doing, and finish it up with all your focal points and such, which will be is a easy, fast way to get these all down, right? And I'm just going to put that there. But what I'm going to do is with this particular piece, like that, there, it's done. Except for, I think I will put some lace right across, perhaps, the whole thing, such as that, right? And when I sew, I'll sew that right on. And I will just keep adding things to the top if I find I want them. Like that piece. I like that piece right there. So I'm just going to glue that on right now. But I thought, oh my goodness, yeah. When I seen her doing this, I thought, oh, this is quick and easy. And it looks really good. All of it. So I think I'll put this over here. And then you can, you know, continue adding things if you want. Or I'm going to tear it right here. So this will be on one cluster. And then this will be on another cluster. And I'm not going to tear it apart because I want to sew it. But I'm going to do that off camera. I just wanted to show you this method. I thought it was really cool. And then with the double-sided tape, all I got to do is peel that off the back, and then I can put it right on whatever I want. I thought that was an awesome way. And she had used masking tape, but I'm thinking you could use packaging tape, painter's tape, anything like that, like, but just a wider, like what you want is a wider piece, right, to make your cluster with. That's the biggest thing. And I had that wide tape, so I decided to try it that way. So that's it for today, guys. I just wanted to show you the 3 different ways that of making clusters, and the 2 that I showed you before I had been doing myself, and now I seen this and I thought, this is another great way. So scraps, excuse my phone again. When you have all those scraps, then it's time to bust them, right? So you can make up some clusters. Anyway, you all have a lovely, lovely day, and a very crafty kind of day. And I apologize again that I forgot to put it in airplane mode. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you all soon. Bye for now.